You mentioned brands. What do brands look out for? Do they look at the likes, the subscribe, the followers, or the views? What's important?
I think most importantly, it's the views that you get and the likes that you get, because at the end of the day, you could have like 100k followers, but if the likes don't correspond with those followers, then
it's not gonna
you're not giving exposure to the brand. So most importantly, they look at your likes and your views.
Same, right? Like, bro, like it's deep because like I feel like when it comes to creativity, like being a creative, it's always, can I say, like the rich kids who have the opportunities to literally nurture their talents and all of that. Because with us, bro, like it's literally school all the way. But deep down, you know, you have a burning desire for art, for creating. But then there's no funding to go to an art school. And I find it so crazy.
It's a podcast. It's a podcast. Network Varsity Unplugged. Never for never Mogasi. Your host is Stevovo. Sirmguj IG and TWISTA.
What's up, birds? It's your boy Sirmguj IG. I remember what mama wami want to give me. She was like, Nyana, funeka uzitembe.
Zitembe. I told you.
Gents, where's the energy? Come on, man. Let's start.
3, 2, 1.
What's up, birds? It's your boy Sirmguj IG. I remember what mama wami want to give me. She was like, Nyana, funeka uzitembe.
Zitembe. Chesona manaka, it's your boy Stevovo-Mavovolase and TWISTA. BP and GP, Venegal, Gamara Country, Halitiba, Barcelona. You know what time it is.
You know what time it is.
What it do? It's your boy Fana Rasti Dusty TWISTA, the TWISTA.
Gents, we have another guest today, and if you are from Cape Town, if you're from UCT is actually quite small. If you're from Cape Town and you claim to not know our guest today, and then you are probably fooling yourself. Gents, today we have our guest, drum roll please. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi guys. It's me, Tokotela Wendlebe, and yeah, I'm here on this podcast today.
Tokotela Is that your intro? Is that
yeah.
Chase. Now can you do it? And we go chase all of us at the same time.
Okay.
Let's start. 3, 2, 1, go.
So it's me, Tokotela Wendlebe, and I'm back again with another video.
Chase.
Why Tokotela Wendlebe?
Because I study audiology, and audiology has to do with the ear.
So I feel like my ears. There's something about my ears.
Do you guys treat the, you know, when we were kids, our parents would say, Uvila umamele, and so are those the type of patients?
Yes.
So the kids that have problems with the ears.
Yes.
Okay, tell us, like, when for people that claim to not know you, for people that are delusional, or people that lie to themselves, that claim that they don't know you.
Like me.
Like this guy. Just give them a brief intro about who you are, where you're from, and what you're about.
Okay, so my name is Natasha Tembiso-Ndlovu, and I'm from Joburg, currently studying at GCT. I'm doing my 3rd year, studying audiology. And I actually started, as a TikToker, doing funny TikToks, and then all of a sudden I saw my videos blowing up.
Crazy.
And then I started getting followers, and then I was like, okay, what if I move this to like YouTube?
Sure.
Because people enjoyed my vlogs and stuff, so then I started a YouTube channel. And then I became a content creator, started working with brands, so yeah, that's how.
So you are a fully fledged content creator. You can say you are a content creator, influencer.
Yes.
Cool.
Maybe micro influencer, not like a big
Yeah,
influencer,
yeah.
but like a micro influencer.
But how many followers do you have on TikTok?
I think I currently have like 54,000 followers.
You.
So for people that live in the Stone Ages, that means there are 54,000 people that sit and watch Natasha's TikToks. I think not even the SABC pulls us on.
if like literally, if this was natural selection, like we'd be dead because we don't have those followers.
Reused. But yeah, it's facts. If it was natural selection, we'd be dead. And the likes, how does the algorithm work on TikTok? Like, what do the people, like brands, because you said you mentioned brands, what do brands look out for? Do they look at the likes, the subscribe, the followers, or the views? What's important?
I think most importantly, it's the views that you get and the likes that you get, because at the end of the day, you could have like 100k followers, but if the likes don't correspond with those followers, then
it's not gonna
you're not giving exposure to the brand. So most importantly, they look at your likes and your views.
Talk about likes and views. There's Instagram, and on Instagram there's a UCT webpage where people follow, and so do they follow or like? I'm checking. Where people follow, and again we might have, but at least today we noticed early that we forgot our culture. We have a culture in the podcast. You know, Steven usually goes.
You know what time it is.
You know
and
what
we
time
told
it is.
Steven to remind us every time.
Yeah,
You're in the presence of greatness.
just I wish I could
You know what time it is.
You know what time it is.
Can I get a confession?
All right.
Yo. Yeah.
First one.
The first confession, eh?
Yeah. Natasha, you ready for this one? You know how unhinged UCT students are.
Yeah. And I've had someone write like a confession about me.
Crazy.
Hey, man.
That's wild.
We're gonna get on there.
We're gonna get on that, yeah.
Okay. Party. Let's make a rule that if I sit next to you on a bus and there is thousands empty seats, I am flirting with you and it's time for you to ask for my number. Because damn, why are you so fine?
What? Is that a cheetah or no?
I don't know.
What does the thing
No
say?
description.
It's because
damn, because
why
you're
you so
fine.
Yeah.
Crazy. Do you think it's coming from a girl or a
It's
guy?
definitely a guy.
I don't.
You don't think it's a girl?
I think
Nah,
it's a girl. No.
it's a guy.
Do you think it's a guy that would want a girl to ask for their number?
Exactly.
Oh,
Because the confession says if I sit next to you, you must ask for my
because
number.
that's how girls should.
And say you're
girls don't
fine,
say straight.
yeah.
Why is that?
Crazy.
Why can't you guys?
I think it's just like the way it is. It's like, I mean, this is just the way it is. Like, not culture, but like, I mean, that's how we programmed.
Have you ever shot your shot?
Like
Directly?
indirectly, yes, I have.
Did you
Like,
shoot?
not
Did
directly,
you score?
With eye contact.
I always go.
It doesn't mean, bro.
Is it eye contact? Sister was asking, is it with eye contact?
No, it's not with eye contact, but you know the thing where when someone follows you on Instagram and then you start posting yourself for no reason. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Crazy.
Like when they like
Yeah.
you, it has landed.
Yeah, I should probably check my IG right now.
It's probably a lot.
Wait for the admin's caption.
Sure.
The one thing that will absolutely piss me off in the gym.
The one thing that would piss her off.
Yeah.
Oh, someone like literally the empty seat and you come sit next to me.
So you see, it's different for people. Like,
Oh yeah. Okay. Same.
Yeah, bro,
like,
like-
I'm the same person. Like if there's 1,000 sisters, you come sit next to me. What are you doing?
I wait a sign.
Me, I don't want sign.
That's weird, Xhosa. You trying to pickpocket me.
What's the next one?
Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay.
Second one.
If you're lacking motivation, if you're lacking the motivation to study and think you're gonna marry rich, make a seeking account to see what. Okay, they said rich. They said said as in like talking like said.
I think it's a said rich person type of thing. So that person that you would think.
I mean, I gotta know. Shapaka Papalas. You yesterday, bro. Can you help him? Help him.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it goes, if you're lacking the motivation to study and think you're gonna marry rich, make a seeking account to see what said rich man look like. You then get motivation real quick to study. So if you're thinking, okay, no, I'm gonna marry rich, just look at what rich men look like. And then you're like, marrying rich is not an option. I don't know why. Maybe that person has had a bad experience. You think you wanna marry rich?
Yeah, like I would want to marry rich, but obviously,
Stay
like,
home type of
no, you don't want to rely on a man because men are not reliable after all.
Hey,
So you should have something to fall back on just
Yeah,
in
yeah,
case. Yeah.
If I'm hearing you correctly, maybe audio is like a good thing to fall back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was a bit dry.
It was, yeah.
Third
Okay,
one.
The third conversion. You are too young to let some guy who doesn't even love himself make you feel this unloved.
Or some girl, yeah.
My sister, please, when I go to therapy, because this one is plenty. This one is you must just go to therapy and she'll be fine. But yeah, Natasha did say, what did you say about men? Men are unreliable.
Men are unreliable, guys.
Yeah.
Crazy. Do you believe in love?
I do.
You're a lover girl, a relationship type of
Yeah.
Hopeless romantic.
Yeah, the
you know,
type.
like, you know, in Cape Town, we said this in our first episode, there are literally people that are just doing life for vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Cape Town's not the place if you like a lover girl or lover boy, but like, yeah, I do.
Where would you say, is South Africa the place?
Joburg is the place for me.
Joburg?
Hey,
Yeah.
you're from Joburg?
Yeah.
Alright.
What do you think?
I mean, I don't know, I thought you were from New York or something.
Concrete jungles with the Yeah, man.
Should we pause?
Yeah, I think we can pause. You have any advice for that person?
It must just move on.
Yeah, man.
But moving on is hard, yeah.
It's not hard.
It is hard.
That sounds like he's trying to move on.
Why are you saying that's stupid?
Stevie.
Why?
Stevie.
Don't ask me.
Okay, maybe let's move on.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Is it the fourth one?
Fourth one.
Yeah. My boyfriend doesn't post me on the gram. I've scanned the comments of that other post which mentioned this, and honestly it makes me feel worse. Is he really hiding me? I've brought it up multiple times and yet he barely has put anything of me or us on his IG, and it really hurts me.
Does your boyfriend
Be calm.
post you?
I don't have one.
Yeah, James.
Cheers.
Are you looking?
But
Not
no,
looking?
I'm not
Not looking.
looking.
Yeah.
Are you being looked at?
Probably.
I don't
man, come
know.
on, she has
Okay.
54,000
Yeah, she
people. Yeah.
Okay. But like, what's this thing of like people having like they wanna be posted and all of that? Like, isn't it something private and personal?
For me,
being in a
Instagram is too
relationship?
public. man.
Yeah, Instagram is
Instagram is
Yeah.
too public. Maybe you can close friends. Yeah, I'm not sure, but
Maybe you could like, do you know the soft launching where you post like maybe
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah.
Or like,
Too public. What do you mean too public? Like,
everyone is in your business.
Yeah,
exactly.
it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
For me, it does, man. I don't like.
Yeah,
I don't.
same.
I don't like.
People
like
ruin nice
knowing
things, eh?
what-
Yeah, they do.
People ruin nice things.
I always just.
They tell you now.
Look your girls.
Nah, I'm fine, man. Thanks.
Or go post on WhatsApp and
Yeah.
hide everyone else. If you,
Just you.
because I care about you.
The satisfaction they need.
So,
Have you ever been posted on IG?
No.
Never.
Yeah.
WhatsApp?
Yes.
Okay, please take this whole thing.
Thanks.
Never.
Have you ever been posted by someone and you were like, I didn't know about this one?
No.
Well, maybe like you guys were still talking, then one guy was on a thing of, it's fine, no, it's a done
Not
deal.
posting me, but like, you know, those quotes.
Ah,
DMing type of guy.
Yeah.
What do you call it? on Twitter.
Subbing.
Sub, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Forever.
That's what I was saying, guys. The guys are this thing
Whatever
of we speak like today. I get your number today. Then in my head, we are a relationship. It's
Nah,
done.
shame.
Crazy.
Moving on to the last one.
The last confession.
Alright.
Cheating and hooking up, all there is value here, guys. Do people not want to hold hands, hug, cuddle, probably kiss too? Is collecting bodies interesting? Does it give you out butterflies? It's literally all I hear about. Then it says, genuinely curious and confused first year that had a minute
Shame.
cultural and religious shock.
Shame, man. First year. Tell me in
Yeah,
first year.
there's
You
a
will
lot
not tell
of
me in
culture
first
shock,
year.
Yeah.
One of my friends yesterday, I was actually when I was going through my phone, I was looking at a status post where one of my friends posted. He was like, "Bekani guys nina ekapa, but just know that abantu benu come to us after you guys have." That's deep, eh? That is deep.
But then, like,
Culture shock is real though.
Yeah,
eh?
in
When you
first
get to
year.
Cape Town, like, yo, guys, which one is this
What's
one?
going on here?
Have you experienced any of those?
Yeah, a lot.
No,
Shame
what are some
first
of
year. Maybe like, for example, treat you like you're their girlfriend, then jiggy, I'm not ready for a relationship, I don't want anything serious.
Crazy.
Let's just vibe, yeah, like, yeah, no.
That sounds like
Yeah,
a first-time
sometimes-
experience.
Sometimes it's not you.
That sounds like a first-time experience. Is the last one the TWISTA?
yeah, it was the last.
Oh, that was,
But like she mentioned,
yeah, that
like,
you was someone once.
yeah, posted a
So it was
confession.
last year,
Crazy.
during
That's
like
hilarious.
a week, and then I get like a lot of messages, people texting me on someone posted about you, and then the confession meant something like, Natasha from Fula Hall, please give me a chance or something like that.
Please give me a chance.
Gaya one about to a chance. Did you Gaya?
I don't even know who it was.
Was it like
Also, you never came
first year?
out.
What?
I don't know. It just said BSc students or something like that.
And you didn't get any DMs after that.
Mm-mm.
How wild are your DMs? Because you are big in UCT. How wild are your DMs?
I mean, they're not that wild, but like I do get DMs from like people's like those Riz DMs. So hit you with like a pickup line.
Well,
Ignore them.
what's the funniest or craziest pickup line you've heard?
Someone was like to me, what did they say? If I'm here, who's taking care of heaven or something like that? I don't know.
Twista, is that you? Twista?
What would you think of a guy if a guy would approach you on campus and be like, "Hi, you dropped something"? What would you say?
No, that's not the type of person.
No, but like you have to obviously respond to the person. So the person
I mean, like, did I really drop something, or is
No,
just
no,
like
no,
start a conversation?
it's starting a conversation.
Nah.
Would you ask what? Like,
I feel like, yeah, obviously I feel like what?
and then if he says
And
this
then-
conversation we're about to pick up,
Oh.
guys, it works. It
That's what we call
It works. That's my.
Crazy.
Okay, yeah, moving on from
Yeah, no, I just wanted to ask for like, I don't know, I just wanted to ask like about your life before varsity. Like, were you, because like this is a compliment by the way, being beauty and brains, like that whole combination, like were you popular in high school, or were you, your life in high school?
The only reason why I'd say I was popular in high school was honestly because of my academics.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was popular because of that. I was always in the top 10, always a top student. But other than that, my life before high school, I was very shy. I wasn't like very outgoing.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, and like I had a different like aesthetic when I got to varsity, like even the way I dressed changed. And yeah, I lost a lot of weight. I actually wasn't this when I was in high school. So yeah, I'd say it was kind of boring. But when I got to varsity, that's when I started like getting out of my bubble.
Comfort zone.
Yeah.
And Cape Town, would you say Cape Town allowed for that to happen?
Yeah, it
So I feel
did.
like I've never been to Joburg, but I feel like from what I see and from what I hear about Joburg is like 10 times worse compared to Cape Town. Like everything that you get here in Cape Town, you get in Joburg 10 times worse.
Hey, please explain. I feel like you guys exaggerate. Yes.
The baddies that you get here in Cape Town, they're not doing anything compared to Joburg baddies.
It's the same.
Yeah, is it the same?
Baddies are the same everywhere you go.
What is a baddie?
Exactly.
Hey, guys.
Because I've never been
I
with a
don't
baddie.
know, guys. What is your definition of a baddie?
For me, someone is a baddie if they have like,
This front.
what do you call it, the frontal?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Man, my mama is a frontal. You see, my
No.
mama.
Like someone that the indoor must type of girls, indoor must pay for an outfit for a day, especially if you're still in university and you're expecting those things. For me, then you're a baddie. And if you constantly, not that it's a bad thing, but if you constantly
Clubbing.
outside, yeah.
But it's the same, bro. Like it's the same. Like my Joburg experience in here, I think it's more
it's
the
basically
same.
the same everywhere you
Let me
go.
go to Joburg and then
Yeah.
we'll have
So,
a different conversation.
What's the base?
Yeah. What's your definition of a baddie?
I think it's just like a beautiful girl.
So are you a baddie?
I don't know.
Oh.
Hey,
Crazy.
I really don't know, Shane.
crazy.
That is a beautiful girl.
That is a beautiful girl. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I've
That's-
probably
that's-
seen a lot of baddies.
So why audiology?
Why audiology?
Yeah.
I think it's the same for everyone that is doing a health science course. We all started because we loved life sciences in high school. Yeah, that was my strong point. And also I was just like trying to run away from like your English related subjects like the law, humanities, where you have to write like a lot of essays, do a lot of reading. So audiology was like my best bet. And also with research, like, I found out that there's not like a lot of audiologists currently practicing an essay. So I was like, okay, this could be something that I could do.
But didn't that, like, given like the economic climate of South Africa where there's high unemployment, wouldn't that scare you and want you to run away from a degree where there's not a lot of people? Because if there's not a lot of people, that means like there's probably high unemployment there as well.
My reasoning at the time was there's not a lot of people because not a lot of people know about it. Because I mean, if you tell someone that I'm studying audiology, they'll be like, are you doing music? You know, so yeah, not a lot of people know about it. I guess that's why we need more audiologists, and also just because the diseases they're going up, and we need those people that are trained to treat those type of things. You know how in scope of practice you can only treat certain things.
So you can use this opportunity to advocate for audiology and tell people what it's about.
So audiology is the study of hearing and balance. So as an audiologist, you'll be qualified to do hearing tests and then provide, those hearing aids people wear when they're deaf and stuff. So you can do hearing tests, prescribe people with hearing aids, and you can also do like balance assessments where if someone comes into your practice and they tell you that they're feeling dizzy, then you can like treat them and manage that. And also with like, when you go to groove and then you feel like your ears are ringing that morning when you wake up, we also treat those things. We treat a lot of things.
Wait, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Mama, go on, Romele, 500 years to
Even with like children with, like what you said when the podcast started, Guti, Uvila or Mame, we do treat those things. Like it could be like a central, like a processing thing at the level of the brain. So yeah, we do treat those kind of disorders.
And then the parents think that it's just a behavior. It's actually, I think that's a problem with most health and rehab, especially when we deal with kids. Like in society, things as Umdanungamameli has been made such a norm that you believe that it's not a problem. The thing of when you go to a club and then you have problems with your hearing, we think it's just gonna let me drink water and sleep it off. It's actually a problem that you have to see.
Ignorance. So
ignorance.
what's like? How was the expectation though? Like how's your relationship with course now? Like because obviously you were killing it academically in high school, and then you get here and like for most people it's like which one is this one? This is not the varsity or that varsity. So like how's the course? Is it what you expected? Are you enjoying it? And
I am enjoying it, but it's not what I expected in a sense that we all get to varsity thinking, okay, this is going to be like maybe an extended version of life sciences. It's going to be nice learning about the ear, why until I graduate, And it's not like that because my culture shock was I had to get you into physics, I had to get you into like psychology and many other courses. So indeed, that was just a culture shock, and also like failing. It's something I never expected would happen to me when I got to varsity.
How did you take that?
I cried. I'm not gonna
That's a reality you must actually unpack as varsity student. Like failure is a thing.
It's a thing.
Another crazy thing about varsity is that we all come here as A students from where we come from. And then we don't think that failing in our heads is not a thing. And then when we get there, when we fail, we just go to a depressive episode. Which is something that can be curbed or
it's really.
And also it's a bit intimidating, I'm not gonna lie, to be in a class with other people who were as good as you in first school, and now you see other people doing well, and now you feel like a slow learner or something.
Like what's going on?
It's intimidating, I'm not gonna lie.
So I know at some point you wanted to study fashion or fashion design. Can you tell us more about where's the link between fashion and audio, or how did you just transition from wanting to do fashion to applying and end up doing audiology?
Okay, so that's very true that I wanted to do fashion designing at some point, and that was because when I was very young, when I was growing up at creche, like I used to coordinate all my outfits, like I used to be one of those best dressed kids, at creche,
Still
and then thank you. And then, when I got to high school and then I started applying, I realized that with most fashion design schools, they were like private colleges, so you'd have to have your own funding, so you couldn't get like bursaries or maybe like NSFAS to fund you, so maybe you'd have to have maybe like wealthy parents to fund your tuition fees. So I was like, no, that's going to be like a burden on my parents, so I'd rather like go to varsity, and then if that works out, then I can maybe try to pursue fashion in other ways. Besides going to a fashion school.
And I mean, you're doing it now. You sort of like, at any time there could be a fancy brand that approaches you. But would you say you after pursuing your audio degree, would you then still pursue fashion design, or are you content with how you're doing it now?
I'm content with having audio as like my stable kind of like career, and then content creation is like a side hustle that I do, because I just feel like in South Africa content creation, I feel like it's not very sustainable. Like you have your seasons as a content creator where you do very well, and then there'll be seasons where it's dry.
And if you are Natasha, you are trending, or you are in season from winter to spring. You know, all the seasons are your season.
But just to piggyback on what you're saying, right? Like, bro, like it's deep, because like I feel like when it comes to creativity, like being a creative, it's always, can I say, like the rich kids who have the opportunities to literally nurture their talents and all of that. Because with us, bro, like it's literally school all the way. But deep down, you know, you have a burning desire for art, for creating. But then there's no funding to go to an art school. And I find it so crazy. Like,
even with like doing YouTube, there are people that do YouTube and then see, oh, flip, I can actually make a career out of it. And they don't have a pressure to first complete their degrees. They can literally just drop out and then continue doing YouTube. And obviously, if you spend more time on doing something, it's going to become like more stable. And people are making money out of YouTube. We were actually saying this in the previous episode, that it would be dope if we just have a school for content creation, because it is becoming becoming a career. People are pursuing it, but there are like there's a lot of
takes courage.
Takes
creativity to courage.
How so you mentioned earlier on that you started your TikTok, it was like just for fun, but as soon as you notice at what point were you like, okay, I could actually do this and I could actually become a big person on TikTok?
So it was when I was going through my DMs on Instagram, and then I saw this one DM from a guy that I think he's like the brand manager for this one campaign, and it was a campaign for Nestle Real Coffee. And then he had DM'd me and he was like, they want me to make videos in exchange for me to get paid. And I was like, okay, cool. At first I didn't believe it. I thought maybe it was like a scam. And then I started getting emails with like a campaign brief, and I saw the logo there and I was like, okay, this is real. And then when I got paid, I was like, okay, it's real. I can actually take this seriously. Yeah.
That is mad.
Jeez.
Big ups to you, man. That's cool.
So as someone like who's big on social media, you know, there are those people who always like have negative comments and stuff. Do you usually get those? And if you do, how do you handle that?
I shame. I delete the comments and I block the person.
You never respond. Like, it's beef.
Sometimes I do, and then I'm just like, it's not worth the shame. Then I just block the person.
Does it do anything to the creative Natasha though? Like,
no,
it doesn't do anything.
No.
So you just look at it and just like,
and it's just my
and then I just block the person.
All the negative people deserve a standing ovation from the middle finger.
That's cool.
Wow. But then like, doesn't it work for you also? Like, I feel like, because the algorithm is the same. People watch your content, whether they watch it because they like it or they watch it because they hate it. So like,
so watching
it's
it
fine.
You're
contributing.
That's true.
Still,
and there's an interesting thing, like when I was looking through your TikToks, like you post 5 TikToks and there's a Xhosa man, Xhosa man.
Hey, man.
Which one is this one? What's going on? So please explain yourself. Why every time I can see a Zulu man, Tswana man, Venda man, Tsonga man?
Which TikToks are the ones where I was like using the sounds, the VNs?
Yeah, those ones and the other ones.
I mean, I just like Xhosa men because they're funny.
You like them?
No, as in like they're funny.
Oh.
Tango boys.
Yeah.
I represent the Mafana, so I don't think we are toxic.
You guys are toxic and very manipulative.
Very manipulative.
Yes.
When I stand something like Tanda Tuesday, I wish you were mine.
You guys are manipulative.
Make you guys laugh.
You guys are manipulative.
More than Zulu guys.
Yeah.
What's a fantasy with girls and Zulu guys?
I also don't know.
Are you also
I'm
Zulu
not
tribe?
into but I'm not into Zulu.
Which tribe are you from? Are you
Tswana?
No, Xhosa men.
Tango is thank you.
Hey, man.
You. Ijani, big Buddhas, yes. No, but for everyone that was bashing Xhosa men, at least there's someone.
But they're still bad people, though.
No, but they can be good people.
No.
No, Mamela Sanosam.
No.
They can be good people. Yeah. yeah.
Get in trouble, right?
So I'm just emulating what Xhosa means.
Oh, okay. So like, but then with the Zulu, cause bro, like I was watching Shaka Ilembe, right, with this person. I don't think
I've never watched it though.
If those guys speak, like those guys, like if Senza Nakona would speak to me, I'd melt. Dog. The way those guys speak, man, it's just like there's something.
It's something else, bro.
Language,
I don't think I'm ever watching that show with a girl again, bro. Cause it gets you jealous and shit. Like what's going on?
You know the song saying "She's so You know that's an actual line in Zulu that means like if you're a visitor, then so if I'm going to your house and then you open the door, I'll be like, "It's so muhambe singangenzo yenyoni," which basically means that I'm asking for something to eat, but I'd take anything because I'm a visitor. I was actually like, oh.
It's educational.
It is.
You haven't watched
teaches you a lot about.
You should.
It teaches you a lot about like being black, and especially when you get to UCT, like when you, or not UCT, but when you grow up, there's this thing that you think if you have a certain accent, then you are smart, or I don't know if you guys experience this, but where I'm from, if you literally come up with a black accent, people would laugh at you.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced any of that?
Not really, but like I've second-hand experience.
Yeah, sure. And then in Cape Town, we said this in our first episode, like Cape Town, what did you say? It's a playground of...
It's the colonizers' playground.
Yeah. Have you ever had any encounters where like, that's a bit racist?
Not really. No.
It's just been vibes. Ish, I wish.
Any encounters?
Yeah, but I have. I was called a train, a monkey.
Yo!
Yeah, still saying
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Are you? This is a bit like me of ramping, but like, would you say are you spiritual or religious? Like,
I think both. I'm in touch with both sides. Like, I mean, I acknowledge that my ancestors, they exist, but also at the same time, I go to church and I believe in God. I pray to God.
So which one would then be the spiritual side, and which one would be the religious side?
So my religious side would be the going to church, praying to God every night and every morning, and believing in God. Yeah. But also my spiritual side would be the acknowledging that my ancestors exist, and they're there.
That's dope. It's actually a conversation we were wanting to have, because we feel like it's a big thing, and it has a lot of impact on student life, because you actually get students that have traditional callings, but they're not really inclined on what's happening spiritually, so it just causes them to it just has negative impacts on their academics, because they don't know what's happening and stuff like that.
But don't the two like contradict in a way, like when you, because like if you go to any like Christianity, and it's very core, it's on some like ancestors are demons, like or are they different like belief systems or
Okay, so what my parents taught me was that, in church you don't listen to everything, you take what you think is important for you.
Sure.
So if at church someone says that, okay, your ancestors are demonic and whatever, I mean, just listen to it, but like take what you think is important from that. So
So where are you with that? Where, if you don't mind speaking on that, what do you say you acknowledge your ancestors, and then do you then also like, is it praise or give off?
No, I don't praise them, but like I do acknowledge that they
it makes sense, because there are like people from your family that once lived life, so not acknowledging them or calling them demons would be stupid,
Yeah, true.
Crazy. So like how's the balance though between like you being a student creative, an influencer, and studying? Cause Charles, like it's a lot. Like how do you find the balance? Like any strategies you could give to my friend TWISTA here?
And editing is
it is a lot, shape. I wouldn't say there is a balance, because obviously like if I'm focusing on this is gonna like for example, if I'm busy with school, obviously I'm gonna neglect my YouTube and my TikTok. There are times where I don't post at all for like weeks. So I wouldn't say I have a good balance, but when I do try, like for example with school, if I wanna focus more on school, I could be busy the whole week and then I take the weekend out to do content related stuff. So that's how I try to find my balance. But if I see that school is actually needing more time, then I'll literally just put YouTube aside, I put TikTok aside, and just focus on school throughout.
Yeah. So if you had to choose between school and content creation, which one would you go for?
Given that
Tough one.
they both, it's like you show, like
Yeah.
you
So
show,
you hit a
for
million,
both of you show,
you hit a million subscribers, averaging 500 views on each video.
and you have to choose.
Yo, that's a tough one. Hey, I think I'll choose my career, school. Yeah.
Because
I mean, I do love what I do. I do love it.
if you're out there and you're a
School.
brand and you're looking for someone, me, I'm living OT.
I mean, I've been doing this for 3 years. I can't just give up now when I'm literally about to graduate.
Yeah.
You finish what you started.
Okay, so I wanted to ask, like, I'm gonna go off the topic for a while.
Yeah.
So, the vlog thing, vlog.
Oh, yes.
So I've been struck with this thing. Is it vlog or vlog?
Vlog.
Some people call blogs even. What is it?
Well, V for video, so vlogs.
Yeah.
Why not vlog?
Sorry?
Why not vlog?
I don't know.
But let's give Natasha flowers. If you guys watch her videos, like that's how you vlog. You know, cause you know some people vlog, né? And what they do is that they'll be like, "Hi guys, I'm at Camps Bay, what, but we're not seeing Camps Bay. We're seeing you. Sure, you can tell us. Okay, I'll be going to, and then show us the actual view. And if you watch the Natasha's vlogs, you can actually see, oh, okay, she introduces herself. This is what I'm doing today, and then you actually see that because that's what we want to see as your viewers.
Yeah, and also like I post the type of content that I want to see. Like,
Sure.
you know, I don't like watching. I mean, it's good for those creators, but for me, my preference is I don't want a lot of vlogs where someone spends so much time talking. You know,
Yeah.
I wish I could see like more
Oh, yeah.
action, you doing stuff. You know, and
Sure.
also like very maximum maybe 25 minutes,
Yeah.
anything longer than that.
If you want to
yeah.
speak, great, just start a podcast or come to this
Yeah.
podcast.
He's
You'll be
right.
fine.
Watching someone speak for them.
Yeah, and then in varsity there's this thing like of mental health. It's a big problem because academics can become like heavy on you, and you feel like if they make you feel some type of way. And we'll talk about in our previous episode how being a creative actually helps with that because you have like an outlet for when you're feeling some type of way. You can create a TikTok video. But what are some of the other
it
ways
that
that
for you, or-
Yeah, is it that for you? Do you have other like friends or what do you use as a?
To clear your mind,
Yeah.
and just
Okay, so for me, my coping mechanism when I'm dealing with like mental health issues, that I like to take a step back and just be alone and just like, you know, isolate myself. But then I noticed that, okay, it wasn't really working because then I'd be stuck in that cycle where I'm just, you know, closed off from the world, and it just makes it worse when you're like alone and not seeing outside and not seeing people. So you just need to have that one close friend that you really trust, that you know you go to for like anything. Yeah, and maybe they can make you feel better. And also like if you just need to talk to someone, maybe you could like talk to like an actual professional, because I had to seek professional help last year. Yeah, I was going through a lot.
How is that like speaking to someone?
It's very hard. Like I found it very hard at first, and then like you yourself have to notice that, okay, I actually need help.
you have to be vulnerable.
Yeah, like you have to be vulnerable and like, okay, I actually need help. And then once you've acknowledged that you need help, then I feel like it's much easier to talk to someone.
But I think being around people is very hard because I remember back in, was it 2021? We were on a group therapy session, right? So we each had to speak our problems, and now I couldn't tell people like,
It's crazy.
what I was feeling or what was wrong with me. But like I saw other people like being vulnerable, telling what they've been like this, what, and to me it was like, damn.
Vulnerability is
Yeah, how do they do it? So like, can you be vulnerable like to professional?
Not around like a lot of people, but maybe like a one-on-one session where I'm with someone like a professional, then I can be vulnerable.
Nah, bro, you should hook me up. I feel like I've been needing help since I was born.
Bro, as black people, we especially guys as well, we do need that someone to speak to, because we go through a lot of things as kids, right? And then when they manifest when we're adults, we don't understand what's happening.
It's just
So we actually do need. Okay, guys, I think we've come to the end of the show, but before we close it, I just had a quick idea. Because we have Natasha here, can we do a quick never have I ever?
Okay.
Just to get to know Natasha. Okay, let me go. Okay, we can start with one, but she's already answered this one. Yeah?
Okay, so why don't y'all do it like this? Like you make a specific sign or something if you have done something, and if you haven't,
sure,
you make the other.
Sure.
What?
So we
Yeah.
have a yes or a no, and then if it's a yes, you'll just. Is that what you say?
Yeah, let's say if it's a yes, you do this,
If it's a
and
no,
if it's a
you do
no,
this.
you can do this, or you can make a fist.
Yeah. I'm just looking for. Okay, yeah, I have.
Let's go.
Oh, man, but these ones are boring, man. Okay, I'll start with the 5. So 1, 2, 3. All of us are playing. It's not just Natasha. Yeah. Okay. So first one. Never have I ever cheated. So I have is this.
Oh, I thought you said you cheated.
Never is this
Never have I ever cheated.
on someone. Yeah. So if you have, you do this. If you've never, you do this.
Okay.
If you have, you do what?
If you have, you do this.
Okay.
If you've never, you do this. Okay. Never have I ever cheated on someone.
Was it this?
So-
Never.
yeah. This is never.
Yeah.
Okay, never.
Yeah, this.
Never. I have. Natasha, I'm a bit skeptical because you first laughed and then after.
No, because the talking stage doesn't count.
Yeah, but
Oh, it
wait.
doesn't count.
So if you cheated on talking stage, that doesn't count as cheating.
Unless you guys aren't dating.
Okay, fair enough.
Wait, what? Why you?
What if the? Because I'm.
Nati. What you say?
But what if the poor guy thought, but okay, actually,
No.
that's on him.
No, yeah, that's on him.
Crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, Steven. Yeah, what happened for you?
What's what?
Well, why did you cheat on the poor girl?
You should always expect a cheater in the jungle.
What do you mean?
You don't
This is why Natasha doesn't.
Nah, bro, it is a mistake.
What do you mean it was a mistake?
Guys, people know what they're doing to you.
Well, okay, how
Cheating is not a mistake.
It's
Well,
a
how
I think
mistake.
it is.
It's not.
I mean,
Sometimes.
Mm-mm.
it's more of like thing is, I don't like feeling like I signed a social contract or some sort, or like I'm obligated to something. So there's a situation of, sure, we met, we got into something, but when I met someone, it just made more sense at the time.
Okay.
What's something? We got into something.
That's the whole thing. You called it dating, and I called it me. Guys,
My Jen's one.
yeah.
Okay,
But I'm a
next
changed
one.
man now, I'm a changed man.
Never have I ever ghosted someone. I think all girls have done this. Yeah.
Ghosted someone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you ghosted someone?
Yeah, Julie.
Nah, you're lying, my man.
I have, bro, I have. I mean, yeah.
Never have I ever texted an ex out of nowhere.
No, shame. Never.
Why? Guys, you know
Once I
sometimes
move on, shame,
I
I'll
have.
move on.
once you move on, you move on.
It's
Yeah,
the saying,
Sharon.
What was the situation?
I missed that, bro.
Hey, were you not in a relationship?
No.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I think if you're not in a relationship and you text an ex, it's fine, man.
But wait, but you can text her even if you're in a relationship.
No.
That
You
one,
just
that one.
texting to like
That one.
see how they are.
Nah.
There's nothing going on. You
Natasha,
just-
what do you think of someone, like, let's say if you were in a relationship with someone,
Mhm.
yeah, and then they still keep in contact with their ex, like, if the ex needs help, the guy is there.
No.
Nah.
Yeah, I'd have to end things.
But what if he's like a genuinely a nice person and he's trying to help out a friend? Because
Sorry,
there's
you
option
can't
to
be
that.
friends with your ex.
I go. Why?
She must go have her own friends. She must ask her own friends.
Crazy.
And also, like, they can't be too friendly to other people.
Oh, in the-
Are you saying in the numbers?
Are you in
Yeah.
Give us 5 in the musts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just 5.
That you believe.
Yeah.
Indota must.
Yeah.
Yo.
Wear beanie? Oh,
No,
Okay.
he must be like a. When I'm with him, I mustn't use my mind. Like, I mustn't think. So he must be like the decision maker.
Hey.
Just
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Indota must. He must be able to basically like deal with situations. Like, he must be able to speak up for
Just
me
okay.
and yourself.
Just okay.
Um.
But I must have a beard.
Yeah,
So
James.
that's true, right?
That's the third one. Indota must
okay.
actually have a beard.
Yeah.
I have been.
Ish.
And then what's
I can't
another
think
one?
of the other ones.
Okay.
Let's think.
So you must, in a nutshell, it's like you must be a leader. You must dominant in a way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not control.
Not control, but like.
Because, hey,
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
You must just be able to think.
Okay.
Yeah, Natasha doesn't want to be finding solutions
Don't
when the man
cheat.
is there.
Like, don't ask me if I come and tell you something, then you're like, ish, mind you, what are you going to do?
One is I wouldn't have
Like, you see?
What if I don't know what to do too?
Guys, I feel like this.
Just listen. Don't ask me what am I gonna do, because now me I don't know what to do.
I think that's why she should come to you, because she doesn't know what she wants
Oh, those are my transforming moments. That's why it's not working. I ask.
Oh,
Okay.
Don't ask, girl.
Yeah.
to. But also, Tina, you know what covers us a lot is that, like, what's happening now with equality and stuff like that. Sometimes you want to give the girl, okay, what do you think? You want to
Yeah.
try and be...
Maybe you could, like, if you have solutions, then
Suggest them.
yeah, and then like, okay, from this one, what do you think you can do from these solutions?
Fair enough.
So, but that shows like how different gents and girls are. You see, like she has things to say, like in daughter must be like that, in daughter must be like this. Tina, if you see a girl smiling at you, it's child.
Who's Tina?
There's no way a girl
Is
must
Tina
be
one
like
of us?
this.
Who's Tina?
Why are you including us in your problems?
Okay, next one. Never have I ever caught my parents having sex.
No.
No, I'm joking.
Never have I ever had sex in a public area.
No.
No.
Amanda, you guys seem like this. These ones are boring.
But then wait. What do you think about simping? Like gents who simp?
Yeah.
Because like it's a thing of like you got someone who's literally showing you how they into you and they love you, but like you just feel like they're doing too much. Because like from my observations, I've noticed how girls tend to want to go to the guy who's given them a hard time a little bit. Like you're not
Keep your man
everything
told.
in your tongue. Yeah. But then someone who's literally there, like.
As I think people are using this platform to I like that.
No, it's not
That's true,
vintage.
but that's true.
Yeah,
That's
but-
true.
I think with guys that simp, like you have to be the right guy. Like, ish, you know, if it's done by the wrong guy, it feels like harassment. I'm not gonna lie.
It feels like?
It feels like harassment, but like if it's done by the right guy, then a girl will definitely
Okay.
fall for you, Shane.
Is there like a Mr. Right, like an ideal person where you're like, if this person ticks these boxes? Then
Yeah, there
Yeah,
is.
what are the boxes?
Yo, now must say what I.
Okay, give us a general thing, not exactly what the boxes are. Like how you
Yeah.
how you did the in daughter must be able to think type of thing.
You must wear shades.
No, man. I think you must have the, like, I need someone who I can be able to have conversations with. Like, you must have the same type of, okay, maybe not the same, but like, you know, have some
Energy,
intellectual
vibe.
capacity.
Have
you
an
know.
opinion.
Yeah, I have an opinion. Like, if I tell you something, don't tell me, oh, that's crazy.
So you're not on,
Yeah.
you're not on some like hot guy type of vibe. Like it's like if someone, let's say a guy is hot, right? But then they lacking on
Yeah,
the
no.
intellect. It's a no for
It's a
you.
no.
Okay.
But I feel like people say things and they're like, and they don't actually do those things that they say. Like, for example, like if you're in love with someone, like if you really love this person, like now you just mentioned the things that you want in a guy. But like if you really like a guy, you wouldn't mind like if he doesn't have those things or not.
I do, shame. I never let love cloud my judgment.
I think the thing of you. I think the thing of you.
Love is not
even-
enough.
You'd never even like let it get to that stage if the person doesn't have those things in like the talking stages.
I feel like someone must be attractive both physically
Yeah,
and
yeah.
intellectually.
For example, me, I can cut off. So for me, if a girl is, probably I cancelled. If a girl's good looking,
Yeah.
but every weekend they drunk type of vibe, I can humor you instantly. Like I don't care how beautiful you
That
look.
one is understandable.
Yeah.
I mean, if a girl is beautiful, like come on, you automatically.
What do you mean?
Because why?
Steven is going through a
Why? I'm joking.
You're saying a lot of things today, bro.
Yeah. I think man, guys, we've come. That was the end of the Never Have I Ever's. Natasha, thank you so much for taking out your time.
Thank you
Could
for
have
having
probably
me.
been like editing a video.
Yeah.
But you chose to come here. We really appreciate that. We've had like other big people at UCT where we tried. Can you please have an interview with you? Like, no, I'm coming tomorrow.
Even
tomorrow.
Betunana, dog.
Hi, Betunana. even like when tomorrow comes, they're like, nah, I'm doing something else, but maybe we should leave that and not mention names. Yeah, but you actually honored your word, so we really appreciate that. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
It was a great episode. We really enjoyed it, even though we were shaking during the beginning. But yeah, see you guys on our next episode. Tango is thank you. Ishu.
Cheers.
Bye.